Now, as people got sick in the beginning, laid off most of my staff because they had come down with one thing or another. We're all fairly certain we had it back in January, but we didn't want animals just dumped out, so we took them in. We stay very busy and we stay full, because if we're not full, then animals are dying. Because a lot of people are home, and so they have time to potty train and spend time with the animals. And we had the best adoption numbers we've had over the COVID-19.
There was a sharp incline for adoptions and fosters, but then it kind of stayed pretty level. So we're still at the level place, which is great. We still have a lot of fosters, but we have, as you can hear, plenty of pets that still need foster care. We had to figure out a way to keep each other safe and the public safe, because we can't close. We never closed during the pandemic. Some places did. We didn't have that option. And so we couldn't close our doors. So we had to figure out a way to have the staff and the volunteers divide into teams so that we didn't actually overlap, so that the whole team wouldn't come out if someone was exposed to COVID-19. Like, that's the one thing we've really noticed since this pandemic started. The pets that return from foster care are healthier, they're happier, they're just in a better mood, they're more playful. And anything that we can do to keep a pet with the owner that loves it and out of the shelter, we're gonna try and make that happen. And that's where we're going, that's our future, because of the pandemic.
Like when we would, at least for me, when I'd like log on into my computer, it was like kind of like the same routine every morning, just kind of like look at the news, look at social media, and everything was terrible. But then when we got the dog, I just started looking up stuff you could do with a puppy, how to play with them, toys, food, just doing basic puppy research, which really broke up the monotony of how terrible things are now.
So it was nice just to have like a little dog running around, and just like a little mood boost and kind of something keep us busy and focus on, and she's funny. And when she was a puppy, she did all this weird puppy stuff, and we got to take pictures and laugh at her and all that. So it's just nicer. It's just made it nicer, I think, to have like that kind of like puppy energy.
It was a lot easier to get her to trust us. Just being with her basically 24/7 since we got her, it was very, very easy for her to become part of the family.
So, just like something different, something to shake up our mood and bring some happiness into our pandemic lives.
I really wanted a Dalmatian, because there was a Dalmatian in the rescue place, and I really wanted her, but they said that she was going to be a very large dog, and we didn't really want a large dog, so we decided on Bryce because she was going to be a medium dog, but they lied.
So we had originally selected the name Sequoia for her because that was our favorite national park. However, when we got her and we started calling her Sequoia, it seemed far too big of a name. So we decided to go with Bryce. However, my husband wanted to name her Meryl Streep.
As an ode to the movie The Money Pit, I wanted to call her Meryl Streep. So now her middle name is Meryl Streep. If you've ever seen the movie, look for it. It's a funny scene.
Oh, she'll drag Carolyn around.
Well, usually we play tug of war with her rope, and it just kind of helps get her energy out.
I always thought that I would look at my dog and say it's a dog, but she definitely is more than just a dog in our family, to me.
I feel that Bryce is an amazing addition to our family because she just has brought everybody closer together.
This is Barkley. Barkley. Yes. Yes, and you can see he's kind of floppy right now because he's not sure. And he's trembling. A year ago, I had 3 rescues, and due to illness, I only have 1 rescue now that I adopted. So I felt like I needed a second dog for companionship. I adopted him in May. I decided, why should I foster him? I should just go ahead and adopt him. For the first 2 months, he wouldn't let me near him. He would walk the perimeter of the house, and I would even try lying on the floor and he wouldn't come to me. He had a cherry eye, which is a portion of the lining of the eye that was sticking out, and he needed surgery. And with the collar, he had trouble coming through the doggy door, so I was able to help him more, and I was able to help him eat, and that was the closest we become. And just within the last 2 weeks, I've been able to put him on my lap. So there's improvement. It's slow, but it feels good.
When she finally goes back to, my wife and daughter go back to in classroom learning and teaching, we have no idea. The Bryce has never been without us, not because of her personality or we're afraid that she's going to rip up the sofa. It's just we're just always home.
Dad will usually take her into the bedroom and put her in their bed, but now they're trying to train her to sleep in her own dog bed.
But I could only assume that the anxiety and the loneliness that a puppy's going to feel when they have 24/7 companionship, and then all of a sudden we're gone for hours at a time, it's going to be tough for the puppy. But it's a domesticated pet. She's gonna have to deal with it.